Welcome back to Hurricane Game Day here on CSS. I'm your host, Joe Zagacki. A big week for the University of Miami. Basketball season getting underway. The University of Miami women's soccer team in the NCAA tournament. And of course, the football team on the road in Tallahassee to take on the Florida State Seminoles. E.J. Manuel is back at quarterback for Florida State. They've won 4 in a row, and he has a bevy of talented wide receivers, so it's going to be a big challenge for Hurricanes defensive back Mike Williams, who is standing by with Don Bailey Jr. Renner, three-step drop, looks right, throws right for Highsmith. He's hit at the 40-yard line by Williams, and no gain on the play. Mike Williams out of Melbourne with 15 tackles and 1 interception.
We're joined with defensive back, cornerback Mike Williams. And Mike, welcome to the University of Miami. My first question is, what brought you to the University of Miami?
Actually just a tradition, just Coach Golden and his staff, they recruited me and they, kind of talked to me out of Wake. And I really, when I came on my visit, I just really enjoyed it. I felt like, he's a man of his word. I love the tradition here. I love, how they put players into the NFL. It's just, the University of Miami stands, for itself. I'm really proud to be here.
Mark D'Onofrio, defensive coordinator for the University of Miami, is a very powerful coach. I mean, he wants his defenses executed similar to how an offense wants it executed. What's it like playing for him?
It's big. It's big. It's an NFL style defense. He prepares you for the next level. And it's really, you really have to focus on doing your job in his system. It's really about your gap or your guy or your man. It's really. You really have to be honed in every play, and you really can't take any plays off because it's more of a gap-oriented defense, which is a good thing if everybody does their job. So, but it's really a joy playing for him and the passion and just the love for the game he has.
I had talked to Coach D'Onofrio earlier this week, and he had mentioned that he's disappointed in the explosive plays, but he's pleased in the fact that Miami's 3rd in the ACC with points allowed. And then the bottom line is on a defense, you don't want to give up any points.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's the biggest thing, just really, you can't, you have to make them earn everything they get. You can't give them anything free, and I think that's the biggest, mad point he has with us, with the explosive plays, to still rank 3rd after giving up so many explosive plays. It shows when we do execute how good we can be. So.
Let's go back to that defense as well. For the defensive line certainly can make it easier on the secondary if they're getting quarterback pressure. And how do you encourage your defensive front 7? How do you do that when you're out on the field to get those guys to pressure the quarterback?
Just anytime. I know me personally. Anytime they do get pressure, anytime they do make a good tackle on the backfield, I'm probably the first one there. You probably see me every time. I'm probably the first one there, tapping them on the helmet. Because it really does help. When they're getting pressure and we're covering well. Just like reverse, when we're covering well, they're getting pressure. So it's really it plays both well. So we just really have to focus in on working as a unit. When they're getting pressure, we have to be covering well. So.
Thank you very much, Don Bailey Jr. A couple of great stories on the show today. Mike Williams from Melbourne gets to the Hurricanes from Wake Forest. And of course, the terrific turnaround season that Tommy Streeter is having for the University of Miami. The Canes on the road this week against the Florida State Seminoles. Next week, we'll preview Miami and South Florida. Thanks so much for joining us here on Hurricane Game Day, and we'll see you next week right here on CSS. Underneath, caught by James, and he will drive into the end zone for a touchdown. According to the 45, coming in, field angles right side, first down, he used the stiff arm, and he got down to the Cavalier 40-yard line.